everybody, welcome to Bedroom Busters and Bites, Season 2 with Tahani and Friends. I want y'all to enjoy some wonderful conversation, real talk, and just everything in between. And believe me, you worth serving more than just tea.
Diddy bopped out the fire, evolved, whacking these fastball sliders and all. The Andrew McCutcheon of music I ball, translucent where you think that you sing dissolve. Got more things I'm backing and getting it off. Got them on twitching and itching. Two girl is watching, I give her a fixing. Foreigns and I looking just like a stitching. But that ain't your broad and I'm all handcuffed.
But then you also know something too. I'm just gonna jump off of what you said too,
Yes.
as far as loving ourselves and loving each other. I learned too that everyone's definition of love is different. You know what I'm saying? And it's all go back to the foundation that it was set with you being a child. What
Yeah.
did you see in the household, excuse me, that defined love?
Right.
Because you might love me, but the way that you're loving me is not a way that I deserve or a way that's
I
healthy
agree.
for me. Like, for example, you couldn't tell Ike he didn't love Tina. In his
right.
own sick mind, some way this nigga thought he loved her. He was beating her ass, but you couldn't tell him he didn't love her. So that's what it all boils down to, too. Figuring out what that person's definition of love is.
That's right.
And that's where it becomes, one of those things where it can be confusing. Because you'll hear a man say all day, I love you, I love you, I love you, but then he may go out and cheat. You know what I'm saying? I love you, I love you, I love you, but then he may be behind your back, stealing money from you, doing all types of crazy, foul stuff. So what premise are you standing on when it comes to the definition of love? And is it a love that's healthy for me? And is it a love that I deserve?
I agree. Well, my definition of love probably is too much for people. Cause I don't care about love in the sense that people care about love. Like we was talking earlier about a white picket fence. You can scrap that for me. I don't care about none of that. My definition of love is instituting some kind of form of individuality so that my children don't ever got to be victimized by this society. Because to me, love is the highest elevation of understanding. For example, we got plants. If I water the plant with water, I love the plant because I understand what the plant requires to be in its fullest potential. But if I put bleach or Kool-Aid on the plant, I can't say I love the plant because not only am I doing it a disservice, I'm giving the plant something that it doesn't want.
Right.
So for me, I want independence. I want financial freedom. I want political justice. I want all that type of stuff. That's what I want. So if a woman can't come into my life and help me try to achieve that, you can't love me.
Right.
So it's nothing that a nice waist and some weave and some heels can do for me, because I'm kind of beyond that. I'm just trying to get spiritually liberated. So for me, I always ask people, how did you grow up? Because that's how I can find out how you want to be loved or if you're capable of loving me. So your childhood and your teenage years as well as your adulthood is going to tell me if we can make something pop or not. So most people have a horrible understanding on love because they don't really know where they want to go in life. Most people just want to go to college, graduate, get married, and like we was talking about earlier, get that white picket fence. I don't care about that white picket fence. I don't care about college. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about if you was a crackhead or a stripper. Can we agree that we both hate racism? We can agree on that. Can
Right.
we agree that we need our own? We can agree on that. We can work. You know what I'm saying? Listen. I don't care about your background because that's not the last page in the book. That's just the introduction. We got the rest of a book to write.
Yep.
So people don't tell people don't tell their story at the end of the book. They tell it in the beginning. So I'm not gonna hold you to the beginning of the book. I just want to know, can we get in the same book? So for me, that's love for me. Period.
But also too, I think a lot of people have been targeted and a lot of people have been criticized for showing self-love. If you are showing some type of confidence, you're conceited, you're cocky. And then even when it comes to black love, us loving on one another and loving on each other is a lot of cringing going on. If you see it on TV,
yes.
they make you feel like loving your own kind and loving yourself is a bad thing. So that's why you have a lot of people out there who are still searching, who are doing all these things.
I agree with, excuse me, sweetie. I agree with that, but I think we do that too. Because I remember and I'm not saying I'm a scumbag now, but I remember when I was young and like I had puppy love and all that. It was niggas that used to make me feel bad about being a good dude. Like, it was niggas that used to be like, oh, you cuffing with your girl, nigga? We going up. So I can't really say.
A love and
So I can't really sit here and be like white people. They're like, no, it was niggas again, nigga. It was you. So it's niggas. Like, it's niggas. It's like niggas make you feel like you a lame if you a good man.
But they really
and then women, true, but what you feel on the inside don't matter if that's not what you display. Right. So it's like when it comes to, just like black parents, mothers, kind of make they women, children, daughters feel insecure about that hair. Black men make you feel like it's bad sometimes to be a good man. Now I'm not saying monogamy. I'm just talking about. I done bought flowers for girls and older niggas would be like, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that's every man, but my first introduction to becoming a toxic man was from another black man. Like when I had mad girls and one leave and another one come, you a that's what I like. But when I was faithful and catting names and holding hands, that wasn't cool. So, once again, we gotta blame people for what they do, and then we gotta take our L's for what we do. Because I feel like it don't matter if you oppress Chinese people. You couldn't make that Chinese man not love that Chinese woman. So it's not nothing on this TV that a white man could show us that'll make us not love our mama, not love my sister, make me not love you, whether it's friendship or whatever. So I think that's an L we gotta take on the man's part. And on the women's part, once again, it come back to jealousy, deviancy, all that. Because some women feel like, why she got a good man? Yeah. Some women that come mess your house up just because they don't have no house. You don't gotta be attractive. It's just, they smiling too much for me. Let me slide in the DM. So it's just an evil spirit, man. Yep. It's just an evil spirit that's in our community, and this motherfucking spirit has like infinite range, and it's the same spirit that's in yours and mine, and arms just reach all across the country, and it's just massaging the shoulders of your bitch ass. And you have to get this spirit up out of your life. You have to get this spirit up out of your life because it's ruining your life.
I think that
I just want to say off camera, somebody said the reason they do that is because they admire how you treat your girl and don't know how to say it to you as a compliment.
Yep.
I could agree with that too, but then that also is different responses to that. Because I'm not saying me or I'm putting myself out there, but if women was more loving and sisterly with each other, you come ask my woman, can you join the party? If you see how we moving, what's happening? If you see we over here black powered out, homeschooling, and we trying to live right, you talk to her, don't talk to me. Hey, I see you got a good man, I ain't got no man. Whoop-de-whoop. I would love to whoop-de-whoop. That sounds crazy.
No, but it's real though.
That should be able to be a thing. Listen, I've been single for 5 years. I don't give my body to anybody, but I see you got a really structured household. I'm interested in you guys. Could we whoop-de-whoop? So this would be a perfect scenario for polygamy. But since women are so competitive with each other, you forced to be my side chick. You forced to admire me from the shadows. Because you're not allowed to do it in public because you being controlled by somebody else's insecurity.
Or by somebody else's beliefs. Because initially, that's not what us melanated people were here to do anyway. Right. So you're basically enforcing beliefs from a colonizer on us when that's unnatural.
That's right. When you study Caucasian history, they never dealt with polygamy. Even because I'm gonna take it back to ancient Greece. Okay, Zeus, the king of Olympus. Zeus was getting harassed by his wife every day. And now, what was her name? Helen, whatever her name was. If y'all look it up, Zeus' wife used to kill his mistresses, used to curse him out. If a woman, if they say if Zeus came down to earth and the women admired him because of his body, his woman would give the wrath. They say his woman tried to kill Hercules on the low, his wife. So all of this angry, jealous wife stuff, that's not us. We never lived like that. We never lived like that. That's that white woman stuff. So you see your man shining, he grinding, and he getting admired, and you sitting here taking it out on other women. You gotta you Zeus and your woman is his wife. I'm mad I can't get her name right now. But that's some Greek freak stuff. Our people was never like that. And I'm not saying that a woman, it should be open season for any woman to just come into your household if you a woman. But the structure and the setup should not just be every other female is an enemy, or nobody else could, admire my man. You got women right now that you don't even got to flirt. if you like a nigga picture too many times and this girl see it, you out of here, you blocked.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, man, that's doing too much. Like
Yeah.
that's doing too much. Like it's not that much jealousy, envy, insecurity in the world to where a female can't like your picture or be like, you handsome. Who was I don't know her, block her. She might try something. Like damn, it's not that serious. So you know it's out of pocket. And before we continue on, y'all, let me get to the next stage of this strawberry banana pudding. Normally, I know I say to put those in there first, but I never listen.
Oh.
Yeah, I always freestyle my own thing. This for everybody at home who gonna be in the comments like, nigga, you supposed to put the wafers in there.
And I never made this before, so I'm old.
Nah, you alright. You on the right path, but I'm picking an alternate path. So what we're gonna do now, y'all, is we're not gonna pour all of this pudding because we have to do it in layers. Okay? We're gonna pour a certain amount of pudding into this vessel. Okay? And she popped up for the perfect part. We're gonna put a certain amount of pudding into this vessel. Then we're gonna riddle this with vanilla wafers. Then we're gonna add more pudding. We're gonna riddle this with vanilla wafers. We're gonna repeat this step as many times as we can until this is full. And then we're gonna use the leftover whipped topping that we left to top it off. Now before we do so, because I almost skipped the beat, let me chop these strawberries up. So, continuing on with our beautiful conversation as we chop these strawberries up. I just wanted to give y'all a few more instructions in regards to how to make this banana pudding. Now,
hi in there.
Hey, I'm waving at him.
Hey,
and so I want to let y'all know I have not,
wash
you
the
know,
strawberries.
No, we watched them. I was about to say we watched them earlier. She tried to do me dirty, y'all. She tried to have y'all dragging me.
So how long have you been making this recipe?
Since November.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. I was going to say I am not the kitchen man. So
Okay.
do not be in my...
You did good today.
I'm proud of myself
Yeah, you
today.
did really good.
I was scared. Listen, I was petrified. I was petrified. No, I'm just playing. I wasn't scared.
He's a pro.
But I know I'm not a chef, but I know I had to do I knew it was do or die. But long story short, y'all, I'm not a chef, so please don't be in my DMs asking me for recipes. I'm learning just like y'all learning, and I'm making stuff up as I go. You know, as far as this strawberry recipe, honestly, I don't know if people was doing it before me. I just don't like bananas, so I just substituted it.
I never heard of it. I think it's a really great idea for those who don't like bananas. You're actually like maybe the third person I know who don't, eat bananas. But let's get French V Mary.
Payne said to send him some pudding by Uber.
I got you. What do you want from French V?
Okay, we want to know your opinion on when it comes to us as melanated people. And then we can take it to women too, feeling foreign in our own land, foreign in our own bodies, foreign to our own mind and stuff.
I
and
can't relate.
emotions.
I can't relate.
You can't?
I'm me. You feel me? I'm me.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like this is your country?
This is my damn country. You know why?
Why?
Because first of all, as long as I'm working in this country, paying bills in this country, living in this country, this is my country.
Now let me ask you a question though, because you said it's not about the conscious mind, it's about what the subconscious mind said. You just said as long as, and then you gave yourself stipulations. So what you're saying is if you wasn't doing those things, it's just not your country.
It is still my country. It's gonna be my country regardless.
That's what I want to hear. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. See, because I say that because most black people feel like that. This is my country if I'm homeless. This is mine. I got more right to this land, homeless, dying on the street.
You know what you just said?
Than the president got.
You just said most black people say that, right?
Yes.
But most black people, parents say, as long as your ass is living under my roof and using my toothbrush, using my soap,
Why are so-called black people the only ones who refer to themselves as two continents? African American.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the original foreigner just calls themselves an American, or they're just white.
Right.
Why?
Because of the white man.
Because people claim they hate white people, but they really love them. And anything white people tell you, you do it because that's your zaddy. And that's just the truth. So Zaddy said you was an African American and you've been one ever since. That's why you call yourself African American. Because you don't hear Spanish people calling themselves a goddamn Mexican Italian. Because the Spanish language was created in Italy.
But you know what that came from? So go ahead.
No, go ahead, sweetie.
No, well, I got something to say. First of all, when I fill out job applications, I always put other. You know why? Because it ain't your business and it's not important.
If
Plus, if you put down black on that job, it might have went to the bottom of that pot.
Exactly.
But also, if you look at, if you actually look at the definitions of a Caucasian person, it'll say the original people of. That's where it stops. The original people.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. Just